Love is a language spoken not only through words but often through quiet actions and subtle signals. When a man falls deeply in love, his feelings may not always be loudly proclaimed or dramatically displayed. Instead, they often reveal themselves through small, silent ways that show his true emotions and intentions. Understanding these gentle signs can help you recognize genuine affection and emotional investment, even if he hasn't yet openly declared his love. Many people believe that love must be announced with grand gestures or passionate declarations, but real, lasting love frequently expresses itself through consistent, caring behaviors that speak louder than words. Men, in particular, may express their deepest feelings through actions rather than verbal affirmations, especially in the early stages of love or when they feel vulnerable about revealing their emotions. Recognizing these subtle signs can deepen your connection and provide clarity about his feelings. This guide explores 15 silent ways men show they are secretly falling deeply in love with you. These signs might seem small or easy to overlook, but each one carries profound meaning. From remembering tiny details about you to including you quietly in their future plans, these behaviors are expressions of care, respect, and emotional closeness. They demonstrate that his heart is invested in your happiness and that he is building a foundation of trust and intimacy with you. One of the most beautiful aspects of these silent signs is that they are often genuine and spontaneous. They happen naturally, without effort or pretense, because his feelings are authentic. When a man truly loves, he will instinctively act in ways that support, protect, and cherish you. His body language, attentiveness, and small gestures will reveal a tenderness and respect that goes beyond surface-level attraction. It's important to understand that love is a journey, and people express it in different ways based on their personalities, experiences, and comfort levels. Some men may be more reserved and show love through quiet consistency, while others might be more openly expressive. By learning to recognize these silent signals, you can appreciate the depth of his feelings and respond in ways that nurture the relationship. In this collection of signs, you'll find examples of how men show love by paying attention to your needs, sharing their vulnerabilities, and investing emotionally in your dreams and future together. These behaviors create a sense of emotional safety and belonging that is essential for a lasting partnership. Ultimately, noticing these silent ways of expressing love helps you understand that love is not always loud or obvious. It is often found in the quiet moments and subtle actions that reveal a man's true heart. Paying attention to these signs allows you to appreciate the depth of his affection and build a stronger, more meaningful connection with him. 1. They remember small details about you. When a man is secretly falling deeply in love with you, one of the quiet yet powerful signs is that he remembers small details about you. These aren't just the obvious things you mention often. Instead, it's the subtle bits of information you might casually share in passing, things many people tend to forget or overlook. It could be your favorite flower, the name of your childhood pet, a book you once mentioned enjoying, or even your preferred way of drinking coffee. Remembering these details shows that he's paying close attention to you, valuing what you say, and making an effort to connect with your inner world. This behavior reflects a deep level of care and interest. When someone truly loves you, their mind naturally holds onto the things that make you unique. It means he isn't just hearing words but truly listening and internalizing who you are. This attention to detail often manifests in his actions later, where he might surprise you with something thoughtful connected to those small details, like gifting you a book you talked about or bringing your favorite snack without you asking. These gestures aren't grand or flashy. Instead, they carry a quiet tenderness that speaks volumes about his feelings. Remembering small details also means he respects your individuality. He sees you as more than just a partner or companion. He appreciates your personality, preferences, and experiences. This kind of attention builds trust and emotional intimacy because it shows that he's genuinely interested in understanding you on a deeper level. It's a sign that he's invested in your happiness and well-being, not just superficially but at the core of who you are. Moreover, this subtle sign often goes unnoticed by many, which makes it all the more meaningful. In a world where distractions are abundant, and many people are quick to forget even important information, A man who holds on to your words demonstrates a rare kind of devotion. It's a silent, ongoing expression of love that doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops but quietly grows stronger with time. So, when you notice a man remembering those little things you share, take it as a meaningful sign. It shows his heart is tuned into yours and is building a foundation of love through attentive listening and thoughtful remembrance. This small but significant behavior reveals the depth of his feelings without him needing to say a word. 2. Their eyes light up when they see you. When a man's eyes light up when he sees you, it's a powerful and genuine sign that is falling deeply in love with you, even if he's not saying it outright. This subtle but unmistakable reaction happens almost instinctively. His pupils might dilate slightly, his eyes brighten, and a warm, joyful expression naturally spreads across his face. This happens because his brain releases chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin when he's around someone he cares about deeply, creating a feeling of happiness and excitement that reflects directly in his eyes. This kind of eye reaction goes beyond just attraction. It's a visual display of his emotional connection. When he sees you, his body responds positively, and his eyes become a window to his heart. It's an involuntary reaction that reveals his true feelings, even if he's trying to play it cool or hide his emotions. The sparkle in his eyes shows his admiration, joy, and genuine pleasure at being near you. It's one of the most honest ways to know if he's truly invested in you emotionally. Moreover, when a man's eyes light up, it often means he's focusing all his attention on you in that moment. This undivided attention is rare and valuable, especially in today's world where distractions are constant. It's as if, for a brief moment, nothing else matters except you, and his eyes communicate that without words. It signals that he finds you captivating and important, and it's a silent way of saying, "You matter to me." This reaction can also strengthen your bond over time. When you catch his eyes lighting up as you enter the room or join a conversation, it creates a feeling of warmth and connection. You feel noticed and cherished, which builds trust and emotional intimacy. It also encourages him to open up more because his eyes are reflecting the happiness he feels around you. In summary, when you see a man's eyes light up in your presence, it's a beautiful and clear sign of his deep affection and love. It's a silent but meaningful gesture that says he's emotionally drawn to you, and his heart is quietly expressing what words might still hold back. 3. They find excuses to spend time with you. When a man is secretly falling deeply in love with you, one of the clear but quiet signs is that he finds excuses to spend time with you. This means that even if his schedule is busy or he has other commitments, he makes an effort to be near you. Instead of waiting for a formal invitation or planned meeting, he creates opportunities just to share moments together. Whether it's suggesting to grab a coffee, asking for help with something small, or casually showing up where you'll be, these little excuses reveal his genuine desire to connect with you. This behavior is more than just wanting to hang out. It's about prioritizing you without making it obvious. When someone cares deeply, their time becomes valuable, and choosing to spend it with you shows how important you've become in their life. He's willing to rearrange his plans or go out of his way because being around you makes him happy and fulfilled. These subtle efforts often fly under the radar for others, but if you pay attention, you'll notice he's consistently finding ways to be close to you. Finding excuses to spend time together also indicates emotional investment. He's not just interested in casual interactions. He wants to deepen your relationship and build shared experiences. This consistent presence helps build comfort, trust, and intimacy, all of which are foundations for lasting love. It shows that he values your company, enjoys your conversations, and feels a sense of peace or excitement when you're near. Additionally, this behavior reveals his willingness to make an effort in the relationship. Love requires time and attention, and by actively seeking chances to be with you, he's demonstrating commitment without having to say it outright. These moments, whether big or small, are his way of saying, "I want to be part of your life." In short, when a man frequently finds reasons or excuses to spend time with you, it's a quiet but strong sign of his deepening love. It reflects how much he cherishes you and how naturally he wants you to be a bigger part of his world. 4. Their body language is open and inviting. When a man's body language is open and inviting around you, it's a subtle yet powerful sign that is falling deeply in love. Body language speaks volumes about what someone truly feels, often more honestly than words do. An open posture, such as uncrossed arms, relaxed shoulders, and leaning slightly toward you, shows that he feels comfortable, safe, and interested in your presence. This openness signals emotional availability and a genuine desire to connect. Inviting body language also includes maintaining good eye contact, smiling warmly, and occasionally mirroring your movements without you noticing. These unconscious actions mean he's in tune with you and wants to create a sense of closeness and harmony. When a man does this, he's essentially saying, without words, that he values you and is fully engaged in the moment. In contrast, closed-off body language, like crossed arms, avoiding eye contact, or turning away, often indicates discomfort, disinterest, or emotional distance. So, when you notice a man's posture is relaxed and open, it's a sign that is emotionally present and attracted to you. He's not just physically near you, he's mentally and emotionally involved. Furthermore, this kind of body language builds trust and intimacy between you both. It creates a safe space where you can be yourself without fear of judgment or rejection. The more open and inviting he is with his body, the more likely he is to open up emotionally as well, leading to deeper conversations and stronger connection. Overall, open and inviting body language is a silent but clear message that a man is falling in love. It reveals his comfort, interest, and willingness to be vulnerable with you. Paying attention to these nonverbal cues can help you understand his true feelings beyond what he might say aloud. 5. They listen intently to what you say. When a man listens intently to what you say, it's one of the most meaningful signs that is falling deeply in love with you. Listening isn't just about hearing words. It's about fully focusing on you, absorbing every detail, and showing genuine interest in your thoughts, feelings, and stories. When he listens with full attention, it means he values your perspective and cares about what's important to you. This kind of deep listening involves more than just waiting for his turn to speak. He engages with you by nodding, maintaining eye contact, and responding thoughtfully, showing that your words matter to him. He remembers what you say and might even bring it up later, which demonstrates that he's truly paying attention and cherishing the conversations you share. Listening intently also means he respects your emotions. Whether you're sharing something joyful or difficult, he offers a supportive presence without rushing to judge or fix things. This empathetic response builds trust and emotional safety, making you feel understood and valued. Moreover, when a man listens deeply, it reflects his desire to connect on a deeper level. He's not interested in surface-level chit-chat. He wants to know the real you, your dreams, fears, and everything in between. This attentiveness strengthens the emotional bond and lays the foundation for lasting intimacy. In relationships, good communication is key, and listening is a vital part of that. A man who listens well is showing respect and love by making you feel heard and appreciated. It's a silent but powerful way to express how much you mean to him without always needing words. In short, when he listens intently to what you say, it's a sign that he's falling in love. His focus on you and your words reveals his deep emotional investment and his commitment to truly understanding and supporting you. 6. They show protective behavior without being asked. When a man shows protective behavior without being asked, it's a quiet but strong sign that he is falling deeply in love with you. This kind of behavior isn't about controlling or dominating. Rather, it's about care, concern, and a natural desire to keep you safe and comfortable. He instinctively looks out for your well-being, sometimes even before you realize you need help or support. Protective behavior can show up in many subtle ways. For example, he might walk on the side closest to the street when you're walking together, make sure you get home safely, or step in to diffuse uncomfortable situations around you. These actions demonstrate that he values you and wants to shield you from harm or stress. It's his way of silently saying, "I care about you deeply and want to keep you safe." What makes this behavior special is that it comes without you having to ask or remind him. He doesn't do it to impress others or gain attention. It's a natural response born out of love and genuine concern. It reflects his protective instincts kicking in because he sees you as someone precious and important in his life. This kind of protection also builds a sense of security in the relationship. When you notice that he looks out for you consistently and thoughtfully, it helps you feel safe and cared for on an emotional and physical level. It shows that he is willing to take responsibility for your happiness and comfort, which is a key foundation for trust. Furthermore, protective behavior can also mean standing up for you when needed, whether that's defending you in a conversation, supporting your choices, or being there when challenges arise. It highlights his commitment to being your partner not just in good times but also when life gets tough. In summary, when a man shows protective behavior without being asked, it's a silent but powerful way of expressing love. It reveals his deep emotional investment and his natural instinct to care for and safeguard you, creating a loving and secure bond between you both. 7. They get nervous or shy around you sometimes. When a man gets nervous or shy around you sometimes, it's a genuine sign that he's falling deeply in love with you. This nervousness isn't about fear or discomfort. Rather, it comes from a place of caring so much about your impression of him that he wants to do his best. It's a vulnerable and honest reaction that shows he values you highly and feels emotionally invested in your presence. Nervousness can appear in small ways. He might fumble his words, avoid eye contact for a moment, or laugh a bit awkwardly. These subtle behaviors reveal that he's not trying to hide his feelings but is simply overwhelmed by the intensity of his emotions. It's like his heart and mind are in sync, making him more sensitive to how he presents himself because he cares deeply about you. This shyness or nervousness is often a sign that he's not fully comfortable expressing his feelings yet. Love can make people feel exposed and vulnerable, and when he's around you, those feelings can surface in physical reactions like blushing, sweating, or slight hesitation. It's a natural part of the process when someone starts to fall for another person and wants to make a good impression. Interestingly, this behavior can be quite endearing because it shows authenticity. Instead of pretending to be confident or detached, he's revealing his true emotions, which makes the connection between you stronger. It's a reminder that beneath any cool exterior, there's a man who genuinely cares and is emotionally invested. Moreover, nervousness around you often indicates that he sees you as special and important, someone who affects him deeply. He's aware of the significance of your relationship and is perhaps excited and anxious about what the future holds with you. In summary, when a man gets nervous or shy around you sometimes, it's a heartfelt sign that he's falling in love. These natural reactions reflect his vulnerability, care, and the deep emotional connection he's beginning to build with you, even if he hasn't said it outright yet. 8. They subtly mirror your gestures or expressions. When a man subtly mirrors your gestures or expressions, it's a quiet but meaningful sign that is falling deeply in love with you. Mirroring is an unconscious behavior where someone reflects the body language, tone, or facial expressions of the person they're interacting with. This natural imitation happens because his brain is trying to build rapport and emotional connection with you. For example, if you smile, he might smile back shortly after. If you lean forward while talking, he might do the same. Or if you use certain hand movements, he might mimic them without even realizing it. These small, often unnoticed actions show that he's genuinely engaged and attuned to your feelings. It's his way of communicating that he's in sync with you emotionally and mentally. Mirroring helps create a sense of closeness and trust between two people. When he imitates your gestures or expressions, it signals that he's comfortable with you and wants to establish harmony in your interaction. It also makes conversations flow more smoothly because this unconscious mimicry increases mutual understanding and bonding. This behavior is especially significant in romantic relationships because it reflects empathy and interest. By mirroring you, he's showing that he's paying attention on a deeper level, not just hearing your words but feeling your emotions. It's a subtle form of emotional synchronization that indicates he values your presence and is emotionally connected to you. Furthermore, mirroring can strengthen the attraction between you. It creates a positive feedback loop where both of you feel more connected and understood, enhancing intimacy without the need for verbal confirmation. It's a silent way for him to express affection and alignment with you. In summary, when a man subtly mirrors your gestures or expressions, It's a clear but quiet sign of his deepening love. This unconscious behavior reveals his desire to connect, empathize, and be emotionally close to you, showing that his heart is quietly aligning with yours. 9. They go out of their way to help you. When a man goes out of his way to help you, it's a powerful silent sign that is falling deeply in love with you. This kind of behavior shows that he values your happiness and well-being so much that is willing to invest extra time, effort, and energy to make your life easier or better, even when it's inconvenient for him. Whether it's helping with a task, solving a problem, or simply being there when you need support, his willingness to go the extra mile reflects his genuine care and affection. Helping you without being asked or expecting anything in return speaks volumes about his feelings. It's not about obligation or duty. It's about a heartfelt desire to show kindness and support because he wants to see you happy and comfortable. This effort can range from small acts like carrying your bags, running errands, or fixing something for you, to bigger gestures such as helping you through difficult times or standing by your side when challenges arise. This behavior also reveals his attentiveness. He notices when you need help, even in subtle situations where you might not openly ask for it. By stepping in proactively, he demonstrates that he's tuned into your needs and wants to be a dependable presence in your life. This reliability builds trust and deepens emotional intimacy between you both. Going out of his way to help also highlights his commitment to the relationship. It shows he's invested not just emotionally but practically, willing to put in real effort to nurture the bond you share. His actions say, "I care about you enough to make sacrifices and support you whenever I can." In essence, when a man consistently goes out of his way to help you, it's a quiet but profound expression of love. It reveals his deep feelings and his desire to be a supportive, loving partner who puts your needs and happiness at the forefront. 10. They smile genuinely and often when around you. When a man smiles genuinely and often when is around you, it's a heartfelt sign that is falling deeply in love. A genuine smile, sometimes called a Dutch smile, involves the eyes as well as the mouth, showing true happiness and warmth rather than just a polite or forced expression. When he smiles like this frequently in your presence, it means he feels joy, comfort, and affection simply by being near you. This kind of smiling is an unconscious way for him to communicate his feelings without needing words. It reflects the positive emotions you inspire in him, such as excitement, admiration, and contentment. His smile lights up his face and creates a welcoming, loving atmosphere that makes you feel valued and appreciated. It's one of the most beautiful, natural signs of emotional connection. Smiling often around you also shows that he enjoys your company and feels at ease when you're together. It's a sign of comfort and trust, meaning he doesn't feel the need to hide or guard his feelings. This openness helps build emotional intimacy, as shared happiness strengthens the bond between two people. Moreover, genuine smiles can be contagious, encouraging you to smile back and creating a cycle of positive energy. This shared joy fosters closeness and deepens your relationship. When he smiles sincerely, it also means he's mentally present and engaged with you, not distracted or distant. In summary, when a man smiles genuinely and often in your presence, it's a clear and beautiful sign of his deep affection and love. His natural expression of happiness reveals how much you mean to him and how much he cherishes every moment spent with you. 11. They initiate physical touch casually. When a man initiates physical touch casually, it's a subtle but powerful sign that is falling deeply in love with you. This kind of touch isn't forced or overly intense. Instead, it's gentle, natural, and happens in everyday moments. Whether it's a light touch on your arm, a brief hand on your back, or brushing against you while passing by, these small gestures show that he feels comfortable and connected to you on a deeper level. Casual physical touch is his way of expressing affection and closeness without needing words. It communicates warmth, care, and a desire to be near you. When he initiates touch, he's signaling that he trusts you and wants to share physical intimacy in a way that feels safe and loving. It also helps build emotional bonds because physical contact releases oxytocin, the love hormone, which promotes feelings of attachment and happiness. This behavior often reflects his growing attraction and comfort around you. His testing boundaries gently, seeing how you respond, and showing that he wants to be close. It's an invitation for more connection, both physical and emotional, and it reveals that he's becoming more vulnerable and open with his feelings. Moreover, casual touch can create moments of intimacy in everyday life that strengthen your relationship. These small, loving gestures make you feel noticed, cherished, and emotionally supported. They help build trust and a sense of security, making the relationship feel warmer and more affectionate. In short, when a man initiates physical touch casually, it's a clear sign of his deepening love and affection. It shows his desire to connect with you on multiple levels and his comfort in expressing care through gentle, meaningful touch. 12. They get jealous but try to hide it. When a man gets jealous but tries to hide it, it's a revealing sign that is falling deeply in love with you. Jealousy often arises when someone cares intensely about a relationship and fears losing what's precious to them. However, because jealousy can sometimes be seen as negative or insecure, he might try to mask these feelings to avoid appearing possessive or controlling. This hidden jealousy can show up in subtle ways. He might become quieter, a little distracted, or seem slightly tense when you talk about other people or spend time with someone else. Even if he doesn't openly express it, his body language or tone might reveal that he's feeling protective of your attention and affection. His attempts to hide jealousy demonstrate self-control and respect for your independence, which means he cares about maintaining trust and balance in the relationship. Jealousy, in this case, isn't about mistrust but rather a reflection of how deeply he values you and fears losing your connection. It shows that his emotions are strong and that you hold a special place in his heart. He's emotionally invested enough to feel vulnerable when faced with potential threats to your bond, even if he doesn't want to admit it openly. At the same time, trying to hide jealousy can indicate that he's aware of healthy boundaries and wants to give you space while still managing his feelings. This balance is important because it shows maturity and respect, even as his heart feels protective. In summary, when a man gets jealous but tries to hide it, it's a quiet but powerful sign of his deep affection. His hidden jealousy reveals his emotional investment, care, and desire to keep your relationship strong, all while respecting your freedom and autonomy. 13. They share personal stories and vulnerabilities. When a man shares personal stories and vulnerabilities with you, it's a deeply meaningful sign that is falling in love. Opening up about his past, fears, dreams, or struggles isn't easy for everyone, especially men who might have been taught to keep emotions guarded. So, when he chooses to reveal these intimate parts of himself, it shows he trusts you and feels safe in your presence. Sharing personal stories allows him to connect with you on a deeper emotional level. It's a way of saying, "This is who I really am," and inviting you to understand him beyond surface-level conversations. Vulnerability builds intimacy because it requires courage and honesty. When he shares these moments, his letting down walls and showing his authentic self, which is a powerful expression of love. This openness also fosters mutual trust. As he reveals his true feelings and experiences, it encourages you to share your own stories, creating a safe space where both of you can be honest and supported. It strengthens the emotional bond and creates a foundation for a healthy, lasting relationship. Additionally, by sharing vulnerabilities, he demonstrates that he values your opinion and sees you as someone important enough to confide in. It means he's not just interested in casual interactions, but wants a meaningful, close connection where both of you can rely on each other. In essence, when a man shares personal stories and vulnerabilities, it's a clear sign of his deepening love and trust. It reveals his emotional openness and desire to build a genuine, heartfelt relationship with you. 14. They support your dreams and encourage you. When a man supports your dreams and encourages you, it's a beautiful and powerful sign that is falling deeply in love with you. Supporting your ambitions means he believes in your potential and wants to see you succeed and grow as a person. Rather than feeling threatened or indifferent, he becomes your biggest cheerleader, celebrating your goals and motivating you to keep pushing forward. Encouragement from him goes beyond simple words. He listens to your aspirations, offers advice when asked, and stands by you during challenges. He shows genuine interest in what makes you passionate and wants to be a part of your journey, not just as a bystander, but as a partner who actively helps you reach your fullest potential. This kind of support builds trust and strengthens your emotional bond. Knowing that he's on your side and believes in your dreams creates a sense of security and confidence in the relationship. It makes you feel valued for who you are and what you want to achieve, which deepens your connection. Moreover, when he encourages you, he's also showing respect for your individuality. He understands that love doesn't mean losing yourself but growing together while pursuing your own paths. His encouragement reflects maturity and a healthy, balanced relationship where both partners uplift each other. In summary, when a man supports your dreams and encourages you, it's a heartfelt sign of his deep love and commitment. His belief in you and desire to see you thrive reveal his genuine care and the strong emotional investment he has in your happiness and future. 15. They include you in their future plans quietly. When a man includes you in his future plans quietly, it's a subtle yet powerful sign that is falling deeply in love with you. Instead of making loud declarations or grand promises right away, he thoughtfully envisions a life that involves you and starts making decisions with you in mind. This quiet inclusion shows that he sees you as an important part of his long-term happiness and is mentally preparing to build a future together. This behavior might show up in small ways, talking about events, trips, or goals where you're naturally a part of the picture, or mentioning plans that imply partnership without explicitly stating it. He might ask your opinions about things that affect both of you or consider your needs and desires when making personal or professional choices. These actions reflect his genuine intention to share his life with you. Including you in future plans quietly demonstrates emotional maturity and commitment. It's a way of showing love through actions rather than words alone. By integrating you into his vision of what's to come, he's expressing trust, reliability, and a deep emotional bond. He's investing in the relationship by thinking beyond the present moment. Furthermore, this quiet planning helps build a strong foundation for the relationship. When you notice that he naturally involves you in his future, it creates a sense of security and belonging. It signals that he's serious about the relationship and sees you as a partner for the long haul. In essence, when a man includes you in his future plans quietly, it's a heartfelt and sincere sign of his deepening love. His thoughtful actions reveal his commitment and desire to build a shared life filled with love, trust, and mutual respect.